with a fighter like Devin, he has an arsenal. I like to say a warehouse full of tools. You know what I mean? And we brought out the package that stops them from doing anything. We shut them down. As the perfect dance partner, the perfect opponent, the perfect adversary for anybody, your favorite fighter or your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. We're ready. It's Devin Haney versus everybody.
Where the hell Debo at? All that shit. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo? You ain't see him? Hot man. Debo. Hey, Debo. Where the hell you at, man? Do it. Where is Debo? We looking for you. We on the block. Debo got hit with the brick. Y'all already know how. Yeah. Debo, where you at? He scared this brick.
But I am going to tell you, he is the baddest guy in boxing, period. He's pound for pound number one.
Bill Haney didn't mince words after Keyshawn Davis openly called out Devin Haney, and the response instantly turned into a hot topic across the boxing world. After Davis issued his bold challenge, Bill Haney hit back by doubting his preparedness and suggesting he was seeking spotlight hype instead of truly earning his shot in line.
Or is it every Hispanic or Latin fighter that Debo pulls up on starts to become a comedian? I mean, we started with Subriel Matias. I mean, he was on Jokey Joke, comedian time. Teofimo Lopez, comedian. Rolly Romero, comedian. Ryan Garcia, comedian. And not Xander Zayas, Jokey Joke. I'm asking the Latino community that represents so much in this boxing, and that everything gets so Jokey Joke. And how long you gonna stand for that? They say everything except let's fight.
The tension between Team Haney and Keyshawn Davis intensified even more following Bill Haney's controversial statements. In a recent back and forth, Bill seemed to ridicule certain fighters, implying that fans shouldn't be risking their money backing them.
So-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you gonna figure out what's gonna happen. Go get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. hit. Belt. So organic, so genuine. Pick on me. I want you to pick on me. Tell Debo come this way. What you talking about? You know what Craig did to him.
The remarks quickly spread across social media and sparked backlash, with many viewing them as excessive trash talk that went too far. Keyshawn Davis didn't hesitate to fire back, presenting himself as the fighter prepared to step up against Devin Haney and prove his words where it truly matters inside the ring.
And said, let's do it. I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted like, Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted like something like that. Yeah.
Well, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
Keyshawn Davis revealed that discussions are already in progress and expressed confidence that a showdown with Devin Haney could be lined up for 2026, potentially setting the stage for a clash fans have long been anticipating.
Yeah, I never f with Cuz.
Why?
Because Cuz never f with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And Nick just never even looked me in my eyes. Never showed me respect. Like, never. Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga's still a kid. And like, he just never give me
Oh, he
my
sons
respect.
you. He sons you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, big ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he's still, like, his father used to, it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, the businessman. What's up with you?
Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney have been connected by lingering tension for years. Davis claims Haney never gave him proper respect dating back to their early days, and he feels Haney has consistently overlooked him, believing he was never viewed as a legitimate threat.
At 33.
Yeah, I think he should get a couple more rounds in before he go at Devin Haney. But if he feel like he can take him, let him get at him. Yeah, let him get at him.
Are you looking at it more like that 12-round experience type deal?
Yeah.
Getting the rounds in?
Get some rounds in. Get some rounds in.
When you listen to and then there's back and forth going with them too. Devin saying that he would like to fight the little brother before the big brother. What's your thoughts on that? I think there was a tweet saying that Shakur, I don't want to step on Devin Haney's toes. I'm gonna let Keyshawn get Devin Haney. I mean, a lot of people had lots to say about it. They're saying that, listen, they're breaking down the rankings with two to three different people, friends type of deal, taking each other's work. I mean, Keyshawn wanted a T.O. Now, Shakur got T.O. But now, because I took that work, I want you to go get Devin Haney. He's saying Devin Haney might be a little bit too big for him. I mean, what's your thoughts on Keyshawn's call out and all this talk?
Let him give him what he wants. Let him go at.
Gervonta Tank Davis's coach Kenny Ellis shared his view on the potential matchup, stating that Keyshawn Davis is undeniably talented, but suggesting it may still be a little too soon for him to face Devin Haney. He emphasized that the concern isn't about skill, it's about experience. Haney has competed in far more professional bouts, including championship-level rounds, which plays a crucial role at the elite level. Ellis predicted Haney would likely secure a decision victory by outboxing Davis. He noted that Haney is the more active and battle-tested fighter, with sharper ring control and a stronger ability to score points. Ellis also mentioned he doesn't currently see Davis knocking Haney out, pointing instead to Haney's ring IQ and proven stamina in long fights as the key difference, not raw talent.
You asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40. So he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out. Guaranteed. I just feel like, shouts out to Devin, though. You do your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro. But we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
to
like
us, Keyshawn.
To me.
Keyshawn Davis didn't hold back while speaking about a possible showdown with Devin Haney, openly questioning Haney's punching power and overall danger inside the ring. Davis argued that even after moving up from the 135-pound division, Haney still hasn't displayed the kind of strength that forces opponents to fight cautiously. In his opinion, Haney depends more on technique, movement, and winning rounds on points rather than inflicting real damage, and he believes that style wouldn't be enough against him.
Right enough star that he'd be willing to take, because, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight.
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to champion with the table, you can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me. People know me. I can go to the UK and sell. Like, I can go anywhere and sell. My first main event, I sold 10,000 tickets. I sell, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's entertaining me, because I am a star. But when I come with that world title, whether I beat Dalton Smith or I go move up a weight and beat Lewis Crocker, once I come with them word titles, it's just a different story.
Yeah, I love the fight.
And I also feel like, let the fight.
Keyshawn Davis stated he wouldn't feel intimidated by Devin Haney's offense because he doesn't believe there is genuine knockout power behind it, insisting he could press forward and dictate the tempo of the fight. He also argued that Haney's outings at higher weight classes haven't shown he can seriously hurt naturally bigger opponents, claiming the added pounds haven't resulted in heavier punches. For that reason, Davis feels he could apply steady pressure without hesitation and potentially force a stoppage. According to Davis, his aggression and physical strength would ultimately make the difference. He added that Haney has yet to show consistent finishing ability at the upper divisions, whereas he views himself as the kind of fighter who can gradually wear opponents down.
Davis keeps savagely calling out Devin the Dream Haney, and I gotta simply ask, bro, what off at? What off at? Devin Haney fans love that A-side, B-side. Well, A-side got to send the offer. Hey, bro, but Devin got a rematch clause with Camboso. It don't matter. Send the offer and prove that he really got a rematch clause. Say, bro, Devin Haney already announced his fight with Regis Prograis. It don't matter, bro. Send the offer and prove that he really fighting Regis. Well, Devin Haney fans, Devin should be sending Keyshawn Davis an offer, right? Right? Let me know what y'all think. Smash like, sub up. I see y'all.
Fans continue to ask the same question. When will Devin Haney actually make Keyshawn Davis a concrete offer? At the moment, no official contract has been publicly announced. Haney has recognized Davis as a potential opponent and even hinted that he's on the list. But the timing seems to hinge on upcoming fights, rankings, and business considerations rather than urgency. In boxing, negotiations often progress slowly since purses, weight divisions, and promotional agreements all need to be settled first. Davis has been actively pushing for the matchup, while Haney appears to be keeping his options open. The curiosity is natural. Fans want answers, but for now, the fight remains in discussion, not formalized on paper.
Steroids, and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put this. You're a bitch. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't really not take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you ask me how I feel. You just took it always to suing and all that extra. I feel like
Keyshawn Davis has been unusually candid about Devin Haney, even hinting that Haney is softer than fans believe. After openly challenging Haney and insisting the fight should happen, Davis has doubled down, claiming that Haney's abilities won't hold up once they finally clash in the ring. He argues that Haney lacks true knockout power at higher weights and hasn't shown he can physically dominate larger opponents. Remarks that essentially question Haney's toughness as a fighter.
Davis goes out and dominates Ortiz, beats him pillar to post, and knocks him out in the 12th round. 11th round body shot put him down. 12th round body shot took him out. I was really impressed with Keyshawn that night. How about you?
Yeah, no, I was impressed because Ortiz was a handful, and I think that's the best I've seen Ortiz fight. We know that he's a championship spoiler, right? If you're not careful with guys like Ortiz, they can win quiet rounds, and next thing you know, you're in trouble in the later part of the rounds. This fight could have turned out that way, but Keyshawn never allowed Ortiz to play the spoiler, and he closed the show. If Keyshawn wouldn't have got that knockout in the end, then I probably would have picked apart that performance a little bit and been like, you know what, man, Keyshawn wasn't at his absolute best. He could have done this. He put it in another gear. It was a big moment, a big stage, but he closed the show, and he never let the sport.
Keyshawn Davis has been making bold moves recently, with his commanding victory over Jermaine Ortiz serving as the latest proof. In his junior welterweight debut at Madison Square Garden, Davis controlled the fight and secured a 12th round TKO, marking the first time Ortiz had ever been stopped in his professional career. His performance displayed a blend of patience, pressure, and power, allowing him to dominate and finish the fight on his own terms. The win not only preserved Davis's unbeaten record, but also reinforced his reputation as a rising force beyond lightweight, showing that his skills and physical strength translate effectively as he moves up in weight. Following the bout, Davis didn't hesitate to look ahead, calling out Devin Haney and making it clear he wants that matchup next. With momentum on his side and confidence at a peak, many fans are now viewing a potential Davis versus Haney clash as one of boxing's most anticipated fights for 2026.
Of course, the performances that Keyshawn Davis has is really more entertaining than the performance that Shakur Stevenson had. We was talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank in the 135-pound division, but as Keyshawn kept emerging, he was already a conversation of Shakur, Keyshawn, and Davis, Keyshawn. Of course, we got Andy Cruz. They're going to be facing Muradaya on the 24th, but look like that fight is not gonna happen. The primary fight for Keyshawn Davis now, in my opinion, is Devin the Dream Haney in 147 because that's his plan. The primary fight for a Devin Haney, in all actuality, should be now a Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn Davis is willing to fight you, and they call in and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, he's done a wonderful job as a manager, is saying that they Debo, well, Keyshawn Davis is Craig, and Keyshawn Davis is running towards...
At 147 pounds, the stakes become even higher. Analysts note that belts matter less in today's boxing scene. What carries the most weight is star power, fighting style, and fan engagement. Keyshawn Davis brings Olympic pedigree, precise skills, and relentless pressure, while Devin Haney offers technical mastery and proven championship experience. Together, they form a stylistic clash that promises explosive action. Some even describe it as Davis hunting Haney, refusing to step back from the challenge, with Bill Haney steering Devin's career and Davis eager to prove himself. The promotional buildup alone could rival any major unification bout. By summer 2026, this matchup is expected to be one of the sport's defining moments.
So Keyshawn Davis, you know, he stops Jermaine Ortiz in the 12th with a body shot, but then calls out Devin Haney. You know, what's your thoughts on that? I was just listening to the Twitch. Actually, you posted up a Twitch of what is it? Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross. Yeah.
He was talking about you. He was like, "Yo, who's that dude from New York?" He was nice with it.
Yeah.
Jacob was like, "Yo, shoot."
Yeah, that was cool. You know, big shout out to Aiden Ross. Hopefully we could.
But in that same live, he said, you know, that the Keyshawn Davis and Haney seems like it's going to be put together. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
That's a really good fight. I do feel like Keyshawn has a great chance at, you know, doing well in that fight. I think that Devin has the experience on his side, but Keyshawn has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he's looking strong. He's looking really strong his last few fights. And he made a point, I think, in his post-fight interview. Like, a lot of people not giving him credit for his last few wins. Like, he's been stopping guys.
Bruce Carrington weighed in on Keyshawn Davis's impressive 12th round stoppage of Jermaine Ortiz and his subsequent call out of Devin Haney. He described the potential matchup as a very compelling fight, noting that while Haney holds the experience edge, Davis brings strength, skill, and versatility. Carrington emphasized that Davis is developing at an elite level, defeating opponents who had never been stopped before, including Ortiz, a legitimate and dangerous contender who has troubled top-level fighters. He pointed out that Davis appeared fresh and in control even in the final round, showcasing his stamina, ring intelligence, and ability to remain composed under pressure.
Jermaine Ortiz is a legit fighter. Legit. And he's never been stopped, and Keyshawn did that. You know what I mean? And looked fresh in the 12th round, too. Like, you know, like, and he had total control of that whole fight against a guy that's given Teofimo trouble, Lomachenko trouble. That just shows you the type of level that Keyshawn is on. So I don't think that him fighting Devin is a reach whatsoever. Like, that's gonna be a solid fight.
Who you have winning that fight?
I genuinely don't know. I do think that Devin is a naturally bigger guy, but Keyshawn's not that small though. I ain't gonna front. Like, Keyshawn, even though he's going up in weight, he's not that small. I think that's a tough fight.
Carrington also spoke about the size difference, acknowledging that Devin Haney is naturally bigger, but stressing that Keyshawn Davis isn't a small fighter either, particularly as he moves up in weight. He framed the bout as a closely contested clash, describing it as essentially a 50-50 matchup when it comes to experience and technical ability.
People might, you know, go to Devin and go his route because, you know, they're more familiar with Devin. You know, he's as big as he is as a fighter, but that's a 50-50 fight in terms of experience and who got the deeper bag. I think naturally Keyshawn had the deeper.
Carrington believes that Keyshawn Davis may possess a wider array of skills and underrated abilities that could make the fight highly competitive. Overall, he expressed respect for both fighters, while emphasizing that Davis has the talent and tools to make the matchup both exciting and unpredictable.